evolved from 8 years old to shark.
I really hope that was the first thing that was said.
Slipnork is
Slipnork.
Yeah, Slipnork.
Slipnork.
Yeah, that's what his name was. That's what his name was when he put his head under the steamroller and he came out.
Yeah. The mask on.
Flipnork Nork.
Flipnork Nork. Yes, that's his full name. Of Jersey.
Shawar.
No, I told you, the Shawar has been decanonized.
Oh, it has?
Yes. Did you not watch the lore video, Devon?
Oh.
It's just Jersey.
Wait, there was a lore video? Wait,
Yes, there was. I put this out. I posted this in train.
I always get confused when you put.
It's refreshed with 500 extra messages.
Yes.
I always get confused when you put videos up and they're not where I put them up.
I should pin them.
It's fine. I'll repost it, but it's Jersey now. But anyway, on that, Jersey. Anyway. Anyway, so who wants to say what happened last time, or should I just say it?
We got our fucking asses kicked.
Yeah, you did.
Fucking died.
Excuse you. Frere didn't get his ass kicked. In fact, he kicked the ass.
Frere got his ass kicked, but he didn't go down.
Yeah.
That's more it. Yeah.
That's more accurate.
There was no knockdown, but he got Ooh.
But there was a knockdown. He just got back up and then said he didn't hear a ring. He didn't hear no bell ring.
He said he didn't hear no bell, but he does hear ringing.
How dare all of you attack my character development like this?
Swickety swack, there's no going back.
That's good. But yeah, no, sure enough, for the long and short of it was that you did try to get out of AI Building 43, as it was in the middle of a kidnapping and mass hacking of all of its robotics, and trying to get downstairs, you had to deal with the fact that all of the robots in the building were now hacked and trying to kill everyone.
Kara's anal port also got hacked.
Kara's anal port did momentarily get diddled in an elevator ride.
Well, I mean that's unfortunately that's a commonplace for that.
It is unfortunately a commonplace for diddling of the anal ports to happen.
I thought there was trains in Japan.
That happens to me every other week.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Hit the emergency button in the elevator.
I don't think you can talk about that because I think that's evidence.
Wait, what?
Don't worry.
I'm really glad that Alex reaction is now immortalized in a recording for all time.
Very, very. There will be a conversation later. off camera.
Maybe I won't have you make my sandwiches tomorrow. Maybe I'll just go to Arby's or something.
Wait, what?
What? This is getting deep.
This is getting into some deep lore here, but
You put me in the kitchen because you said I belonged there.
I'll it again too.
Not cool, bro.
yeah, especially that's all on camera. But
You're going on elevators? What? I didn't know all this.
You know I banned you from elevators. You know I said they're godless.
Ever since what happened to you last time.
If God,
Tara's just a glutton for punishment.
if God wanted man to rise, he would have given us a levitate ability. Anyway, so yes, you managed to get through the building. Most of you went down at least once. Some of you went down multiple times. And a reminder, Tox nearly fucking died.
Yeah.
If it wasn't... Yeah.
And someone's gonna find a bitchin' axe up on the top floor.
Oh, don't worry. I already know who's gonna find that.
Kong's already claimed it.
No, I already know who's gonna find that axe. That's a fucking subplot in on itself now.
Good.
Also, I don't know if this is intentional or not, but Helena, your audio is a little weird.
It's not actually intentional. I don't know what's going on. Devin pointed this out to me a little bit the other day, and I've messed with the settings, and I have no idea what's causing it.
Yeah, it's really strange.
How dare you have wonky audio I forbid this.
I was hoping it would be one of those things that just say, it's fixed now. What'd you do? I don't know.
I don't know. It's the exact same mic and everything, and like I've not got the filters on. The only thing I can think of is that I've got eliminate popping on, but last time I took that off, it made it sound worse. So I'll turn it off, and you can tell me if it's worse or better.
You never truly want to get rid of popping.
I just have a pop filter in mind. I don't know.
I had a pop filter on my other mic, but that mic broke. That was like ages ago, in fairness, though.
That makes sense.
But yeah. So yeah, that's where we're at now. You are all in a fucking horrific ass state.
Fucking Connor.
We don't have a car either. We have to run back. Frere is carrying Tox.
You don't have to run back. It would be that the AAF agents that actually arrived to on the scene to deal with what's going on would have allowed you to use one of their transports to go back to the barracks.
Good, we're going home. Let's go home.
Let's
go home.
Let's go home.
Yes, let's.
There we go. So you take the drive. You take the drive back, and as you can see, when you go in, there is a large group of AAF guards that are seemingly watching something going on the hologram. You do see that you have your friend there, Tucky, which is watching along with them, but you also see this robot is just standing there along with them.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
With his green eyes and no facial features.
We're getting ready to heal us.
No facial features and green eyes.
You will be healed. Do not resist.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what it is. But yes, so if anyone wants to do anything specific,
just Flipnort fucking in whatever vehicle, just laying down with his guts falling out and trying to hold him in. He's stumbling in the front door.
Frere holds forward a Tox that he's been carrying princess style.
Roll me an athletics check to see how well you've been carrying Tox.
Oh no!
I got this. I'm a bear.
You are a bear.
How many times did you hit?
Yeah, you managed. No, you rolled good enough that you're kind of limping a little bit, but that's just because you've had the shit kicked out of you during this this last session or so. So that's you're managing to hold her up well enough though, but you are bleeding and hurt.
You did not hit her head on any door frames.
I hold Tox forward to the robot and say, "Can you fix?"
So you
Can you repair?
You say that straight to the robot, like you immediately just go up to this random robot. You just immediately go up to this random robot and like, hey, help me here.
Yes.
Okay, so the robot turns its attention towards you and goes up and will take a once over looking over Tox, and then will turn its attention back to you and will say, "This one can be fixed. There are damages, both physical and mental. Do you want me to fix both, or just the physical?"
just the mental scars.
No, only the physical.
Frere is confused by this. Frere's got a lot to think about.
What is a brain fracture?
Yeah, I want her back. I want her feeling okay again.
The concept of okay is different depending on the person. So if I actually fix...
well again.
Shaking the robot.
So
Damn you!
do want me to fix the physical problems. That is what you are saying.
Fix the physical problem, please.
You let them operate on the mental faculties and they come back a different person.
Right, so immediately gain back 14 health. Tox, this is for you. So yeah, Tox, you can immediately gain back 14 health as the robot begins to help you out. They begin to looking you over. They begin to spray a strange cooling yet warming mist from its hand over your body, which seems to go into the wounds and seems to clean them and to seal them up. Yes, magical space icy hot. And that seems to be healing you up a little bit. You all feel exhausted, so actually everyone gain a point of exhaustion, including the robot.
Incredible, wonderful goo.
The robot gained exhaustion?
Yes, 17.
Oh! I thought you meant the healing robot. And I was
No,
scared.
not the healing robot. Not the healing robot.
Exhaustion track.
He's already sick of our shit.
He's already done. He's exhausted already.
He's
Alright.
spent.
So,
All of us got that?
no. You all get a point of exhaustion, yes. But you don't all get the heal. The only person that gets the heal is Tox, because the robot was very specifically helping her out. It would then continue and state that I can do more in the medical bay. This is just what I can do now. It will help stabilize you to a more non-life-threatening condition.
I will get her to the medical bay.
Can you make sure my guts don't fall out?
Let's go, Tox.
As you do that, and you're walking away, Tucky would turn around and rush over towards the group and say, "Well, I knew you were coming back, but I didn't realize how shit things were gonna be where you actually were."
That wasn't super fun.
We didn't think they
Dog.
were gonna be that bad either, to be honest with you.
I mean, it was bad enough for Hector to try to contact me about getting you some medical help. I see you already met the medical droid, though. She gestures towards the robot that then gives a polite wave towards you.
Hi, Mr. Medicine.
It turns its attention towards you. My name is not Mr. Medicine. I am not a Mister. My name is Delta Octagon Central.
Oh my god.
Sounds like a weird.
So, Doc?
Yes, some have been prone to call me that as it is easier and quicker to say.
Okay, Doc, can you, make sure my guts don't fall out? I'm not feeling great.
You are not in any state where your guts would physically fall out. You have not obtained enough damage to your central core.
Oh, tell that to my central core.
You do, in fact, have several broken ribs. That is probably why you feel like your guts are about to fall out. They are not.
I can feel that.
I would suggest that you make your way towards the medical bay where I can do a full diagnostic and try to bring you back to full health.
That would be great, Dr. Mr. Medicine.
I am not a mister. I have explained this previously.
I'll try my best.
If any of you do need healing, I suggest that you go to the medical bay. Most of you look like they are struggling to stand.
The rest of you look like shit.
So, who's gonna go? I appreciate that Kara already hates that I nicknamed the character Doc.
So, how did they manage to break Caitlin's character's legs again?
Again? They must have fixed them, then broke them. The cruel bastards.
Back, sorry about that.
A lady is like, I can feel my legs, and then it's like, fuck no, I
Elena's was like, I can feel my legs, and then suddenly he pulls out a crowbar. It's like, that was not the desired.
This shall be rectified.
Wait, what?
What you missed, Caitlin, is that the group went in and immediately saw this droid and believed, oh, that guy must be here to heal us because he has the big red cross on his chest. And video games have taught me that that means healer. Tox was taken over there by Alex and by Freya. And there was some healing done by the robot, but the robot has insisted that anyone that needs actual healing should go to the medical bay, as they will be able to provide far more aid in there. They also explained their name, Delta Octagon Centra, and very quickly someone already said, "Oh, Doc," and it's like, yes, some people have been known to call me Doc. So, and that made Kara unhappy, which means that I've already won. So that's another session where I've won. If you want to listen to Doc and go to the medical bay, you can. If you don't want to listen to Doc and go straight to the medical bay, you can let me know if there's anything else you want to do.
This is actually why Kara is in every campaign that Hex runs, because this is actually Hex's scoring system. Did she piss off Kara this session?
Yeah.
No,
if Kara
this
wasn't
is just
there, then
purgatory
it
for
would
me. I am literally in all the campaigns. I can't escape.
You can't escape.
But if you weren't in any of Hex's campaigns, they wouldn't be able to grade their progress properly.
So, what I would suggest is there anything anyone would like to do at the moment? Okay, Glenn, please do what you want to do.
Not die.
I am actually going to go to my room.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like limping and dragging a dead leg behind me towards my room. And I am going to download the information that was given to me onto the thieves' tools that I have, so that I can keep it separate from prying eyes and ears.
Okay, alright. Roll me a Thieves' Tools check, like your hacking tool check. Just roll me that via intelligence. I want to see how quick it does. You will get it done, because it's not a very hard thing to do. This is more a grading of how quick. Yeah, so you get it done in a matter of minutes. How do you do it? Where do you, like, insert this or something?
In the butt.
I insert it into the port that's in my head.
Mm-hmm.
The oral port.
Yeah.
I'm not inserting things into my anal port for y'all's pleasure.
The oral part is just a big port where your mouth is.
Yeah. 17's mouth just opens up like a circle and then just...
The eyes start flickering.
Okay, so you do that very quickly, very honestly.
And I stashed the thieves' tool for now underneath the mattress, because what fucking use do I have for a bed?
Are you trying specifically to hide it?
Yes.
Roll me a stealth check, because we're going to see if you can hide it in a good enough spot that isn't easily recognizable. Okay, so you rolled a 24, so that's a really good spot. You take a step back and you look around to see, is this easily noticeable? And you think you've done well enough that it's not easily noticeable. If someone maybe comes in and completely wrecks the room, then maybe they'll find it, but short of that, it's going to be a hard time to actually spot it. Anything else that anyone would like to do? Is there anything, especially I'm talking about the kind of group that have chosen to stay over here, so...
After
Flip.
he is healed, which I don't know if that's happened yet.
No, you're not being healed there. The robot exactly told you to go to the medbay.
Okay. Where is the medbay again?
It's up here.
This room right here.
Where Alex and Tara are.
Yes. Right. So you're going straight over to the medbay. Yeah. You're not in the medbay, but... Okay, there you are.
Working on it.
Okay.
Crash through the wall.
Crash through the wall. Right,
My ribs hurt really bad, so I'm gonna crash through the wall and cause more pain.
So Eleanor, you kind of
that door sucks.
You're still there. Have you? Do you want to go to the med bay? Is there anything you want to do there? I did insinuate that there are a bunch of AAF guard that seem to be standing around that hologram at the moment.
I was just letting Devin go first.
That's okay. He's done his thing. He's in the med bay.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go to the med bay too.
You're just going straight to the med bay. Okay, interesting. All right. Okay.
Well, she figures she can always come back to this, but she knows she's really hurting, and it's a little hard to think through pain.
Okie dokie. Well, so Tara and Alex, Freya and Tox were in the med bay for a little bit on their own. Did anything happen between you guys while you were in there that you want to do, or was it just nothing?
we had sex.
Ah, yeah.
I was gonna say butt stuff.
Butt stuff.
Of course.
No. Oh no.
I'll say, yeah. If anything, Fer would just have helped her, placed her upon bed, and then just kind of like. How high up are these beds?
They're about
Standing.
they're about a kitten size. They're quite small. Think of like an actual hospital bed and how far they would be off from the ground.
So what I'm saying is that Fer could potentially just take a seat next to the bed and it could still reach up and.
Oh yes.
And okay.
100%.
He essentially would hold on to
And perform
Tox's hand
illicit acts.
and would say that he basically look at Tox and say, when you're feeling better, I kind of want to talk to you about some things.
Oh no.
Okay, big guy. I'll make sure that's sooner than later.
Yeah, please do.
Lurk's just
Please
on
don't
the
better.
on the bed nearby, like, oh my god, it hurts so much.
That was before you came in. That was before you came.
Okay.
That was
Okay.
yes.
I like the idea of them having like
an
an important conversation. He's just bleeding out.
I very specifically said, Devin, that was before you guys got.
Okay.
Right. So, yeah.
Yeah, Fer's just basically sitting next to her and holding her hand and trying to make her feel comfortable on the bed.
Okay. Well, while so I'll move things along then, and I'll put the nameplate for Doc up just to annoy Kara every time she sees it. You all.
And then, sure enough, the robot doctor does come in, looks over all of you, and
Will be. It seems that many of you, if not all of you, have significant wounds. It may take some time for me to fully accommodate you all, but I will go in line of the most wounded and tend to the least wounded last.
Thanks, Doc.
The robot makes its way over towards Tox first, and looks them up and down with its strange greeny eyes. It seems that you have taken the most, if not most severe, damage of all of the people. I can see that there was a small portion of time where your brain went without oxygen. This is not good.
I don't imagine so.
I would like to run some tests to ensure that your brain being deprived of oxygen did not cause any permanent damage, but that can wait till later. For now, I will apply what medical aids I can to heal you, but this will take some time. You will need a day or two of rest at the most to try to actually better your recovery chances.
Sounds good, Doc.
You also appear to be suffering several issues internally. Would you like me to sort these problems out for you as well?
What do you mean internal issues?
It seems that you are suffering from emotional problems within your brain.
Oh, really? Yeah, you don't need to touch any of that.
If that is what you wish, I will leave those alone and tend to your more physical wounds.
It is what I wish. Stay out of there.
Upon being told to stay out of Tox's brain, the robot begins to deal with your wounds. They're doing very similar things they were doing before. They were spraying the kind of strange mist from one of their hands out over to the wounds and start to refit parts of your body. They are doing small stitches across parts where wounds had opened up fully. They spend about an hour or so with you, tending to those wounds to more stabilize you. You're not actually going to get any more health back from that, but in terms of the damage that you have been dealt, you're a lot better. You're still very, very sore. You do still have that point of exhaustion, and you are going to need at least a day or two's rest to kind of fully recover. At that point, Doc moves away from you, and will move over to what they deem as the next most damaged, is Eleanor. Excuse me, you are the second most in requirement of medical attention. Can you please attempt to communicate with me so that I may best help you.
She'll reach out to the mind and go, does this work?
Nothing
Does the robot have a
happens.
mind?
Yeah, I was just
Nothing
saying.
Nothing
What are you gonna-
happens.
What now?
I mean, 17's got a mind.
17 is also awoken.
This is true.
She's a psionic doc.
Does she not know any verbal languages?
I don't know. I've never heard her speak one.
I will attempt to try to communicate with you. The robot then starts to speak in several different languages. It ranges from speaking every single one of the Elven languages, going down to speaking Usar. It speaks the Erlin. It speaks just a list of languages. It includes the lists of Illithid languages. And anyone in the room that speaks any language other than just common, at some point in time, it uses that language and says hello in an attempt to try to get you to communicate with it.
I messaged you, Hex.
1 second. Check that. Does it state that you can speak languages out loud?
Let me go to the sheet.
Yes,
Wait,
check
why
the
would-
sheet. We're trying to find out if the Illithid can actually speak out
Yeah,
loud.
they can.
They're supposed to be able to.
Yeah.
It depends on the universe lore because sometimes Illithids have things that have to happen for them to speak out loud. But
No, I would let, unless there's anything specifically on her on the race that she picked, or specifically on the fact that she is the Psi Mage trapped in a shell. I would say that she is able to verbalize in
okay.
languages she knows.
Yeah, because according to this, they are capable of speaking Undercommon, but prefer telepathic communication.
But then Tara's Tara's also just.
I misunderstood something when I read it. I apologize.
That's
If
fine.
she could speak out loud, that would be different.
So it goes through a list of different languages and is just standing there waiting to see if you would respond.
I can twist this. She takes a moment and then it struggles. Like you can hear, like her voice sounds like it hasn't been used in a while. And she starts speaking common. This should work.
You were just very stubborn.
I see you have taken some vocal damage. This is something that I can repair over time. It may make things easier when it comes to communication. However, it is not a fix that I can do in a moment's notice or overnight. We can work on this and try to bring you up to full vocal capacity. For now, however, try to answer simple yes or no questions. Looking through your physiology, are you aware that you cannot walk?
Just as I made it there. I have a lot to fix, it seems.
I don't know how to tell you this, but it appears you have a terrible.
Hey, it's asking if they know that they can't walk. It needs to know.
Are you aware?
Are you aware that you're in a wheelchair, ma'am?
I thought that you might not know.
Yes.
Would you like me to amputate?
It gives you a nod. That is a strange question, but I am aware of psionics that deliberately encase themselves in armor due to a problem with their body. I did not know if you were of such a class or not. It is easier for me to ask you than dive into your records. Are
She
you
nods at
aware that you have taken significant damage both internally and externally to your bodily functions?
You must also have dumb bitch disease.
She'll ask, what's the full damage?
You're dead.
No legs.
Well, as an elephid, you do not have a bone structure like others, but the internal mucozoids that make the structure that is like bones have been significantly damaged. You may find it hard to move certain parts of your body for at least the next several hours or possibly days.
That's fine.
You may also have trouble eating, as it seems your internal digestive system has also been damaged.
Okay.
It gives you like a little nod as if it's trying to be nice, and then it hooks something up to your arm. This will help give you the nutrients that you need. Until a time comes that you may actually eat again, this will help provide what your body requires in terms of energy.
Okay.
I am detecting strange patterns in your thought process. Is this regular for you or irregular?
What do you mean?
You are showing thought processes and thought waves of something different to your body.
She's gonna still at that one.
She's gonna kill Dog.
Stabs him.
Why are they poking at our brains?
Well, is this normal or abnormal? If this is abnormal, I may need to perform surgery.
Please perform surgery.
Squid brain.
Perform massive invasive surgery.
Yeah, open it right up. Put
I
new legs
I agree with Elena getting brain surgery.
Maybe she'll become more tolerable.
Oh.
Pull the brain out. Put a new brain in. This one has no psionics though.
Let her eat the old brain.
To gain the psionics.
You take out her brain and then trick her into eating it as a smoothie.
I present you a brain salad for your tasting. Psionic.
You can feel as it said this to you, and you haven't answered in a quick succession. You can feel that. You can feel its eyes kind of on you a little bit more, like you can feel them zoom in, as if there is like some kind of biological scan going on of you as we speak.
Is everyone done with their turn?
No.
Nope.
No, I meant, is everyone done talking so I can talk?
No, you can talk. You can talk. It's fine. They were quiet. Take the opportunity.
She'll go, it's normal for me.
I may need to conduct some kind of research on this, because this is very abnormal for beings of your skeletal structure.
It's fine for me.
This may be fine for you, but this is not fine for people of your race. It is strange, abnormal. It is a thesis-worthy individual circumstance. I will run some tests while you sleep. These will help you, so you do not have to worry about me waking you to do it.
It's fine for me.
Noted. The test will begin when you sleep.
No. No test.
It begins to walk away.
Just injects you with force tranquilizer and walks away.
No horse tranks. No horse tranks.
Here's the thing. Can Elena get out of here?
You're hooked up to a bunch of wires at the moment. I did say that.
I know. She's gonna reach out to Freya.
Oh, he walked away.
Perfect.
Wait, no, he's right there.
No, Alex.
Oh,
Even
motherfucker,
better.
Alex, get back here. Tell him to hurry the fuck up, Tara.
What?
I don't know where he went.
He just disappeared. He's gone now.
Well, when he gets back, I'll do my shit.
Alex last online 7 years ago. Well, okay, so we'll come back to that, but Doc makes its way over to Flipnock. Greetings and salutations, Sailor Sapien specimen.
He's like lying on his back with one arm off, and he's drooling off the side. Oh, what's up, Doc? Oh, fuck, shit. What's up?
I have deemed that you are the least physical damaged. Please, do not lie like that.
Okay. I'm trying my best. All right.
Looking over the analytics of your body and its functions, you are not, in fact, trying your best.
Well, that's not very helpful.
Just getting called out on all his bullshit.
These are just facts. You cannot argue with the statistics of what is going on.
Well, shit, dog. You're not gonna come for my life like that.
I have not come for your life, as you say. I have made no attempt to kill you.
Yet.
I was a little afraid you were gonna say yet for a second, but it's okay.
I am
All right,
incapable of performing enough harm to you to kill you.
I'm incapable of performing sarcasm, you bitch. All right. Well, help me out then, Doc.
Looking over your physical features, it seems like you have broken several bones. It's not as alarming as it would be, as your species have a weaker bone structure, but a stronger muscle structure.
Oh. Whoa. Shit, Doc. That kind of sucks.
I will begin calcium injections directly into the broken bones to help you.
Oh, okay.
At this moment, you see that in a General Grievous-esque moment, it holds both its arms out and they detach into 4 arms. On each arms, a series of very long needles come out, and it asks you, please remain still. If I do not get these in the correct areas, I may break your bones further.
Oh. Well, okay. Mama Nork always told me it's just a little pinch.
Roll me 3 con saves.
3.
3 con saves, yeah.
Calcium injection sounds like one of the most horrifying things I've ever heard.
Yeah, okay, so you fucked... Well, first of all, you fucked up because you sent them to GM. But, so, okay, I don't know if you're aware of, like, the full extent of what this robot is doing to you. Because this robot is essentially injecting needles directly into your bones.
Mm-hmm.
You have failed 2 of these saves. This is the most agonizing experience you have ever felt in your life. This is like him going for bone marrow is what he's doing to you right now.
I want you to just imagine looking at his face. He's not making a sound, but there's just a little tear.
There's just little tears going down.
Feels great, Doc.
Studies indicate that in a moment of pain, it is better to scream or to swear.
Honestly, Doc, I think I'll have time for that later.
Remaining quiet will not help.
I don't think screaming will either.
Looking through my psychological playbook, it says that your species often tone down the amount of pain that you're in an attempt to seem tougher. It is okay. You do not need to seem tough in front of me.
Yeah, more.
I'm all right how I am.
God, you are being bitched out hard by just a fucking robot.
So the injections are fully done into numerous of your bones. The reason I did 3 is that there were like the 3 worst wounds. I rolled dice off screen, and the 3 worst wounds I was trying to see. They had DCs for exactly how much pain you'd be in. And if you went under a certain threshold, you would just knock yourself out because you were in no, not die, but you just knock yourself out because you would be in so much pain. I don't know if you've ever had an injection for bone marrow, and it is excruciating. That's essentially what you just had, except they pumped like liquid calcium directly into your. He gave you milk injections for a
Calcium strength.
yeah, straight to your bones, kids.
Feel fantastic, dog.
Caitlin, I believe there was something you wanted to message to Freya, and now Alex has returned.
She's going to send to Freya. Could you get over here and please help me out?
Freya will look at her, but look at Tox's hand.
No.
Freya will look at Elena and just give her a 1 minute, like a 1 second thing with his finger.
Oh yeah, it's the 1 second.
And then forget and leave.
Freya will go and stand up, still holding onto Tox's hand, and will say, "Hey Doc, are you done playing with shark fin soup?"
I am for the time being. He does need to remain here to heal.
Of course, yes, I know he does. He'll cooler, and he'll kind of gesture to he'll still be holding onto Tox's hand, but he'll gesture to the door.
Yeah.
And he'll say, I know Ezekiel Cooler's looking pretty bad out there.
I have been told to leave Ezekiel until he is finished with the commander.
I don't know if he's gonna make it though. He and Tox were like inches away from dying. I had to do a critical heart injection of stimulants in order to save his life.
When he came in, I did a quick moment glance over him to get his basic statistics. He will last at least another 20 minutes before needing serious medical attention.
I see. Well, then maybe it's best if you're there to catch him when he falls in 20 minutes.
Okay, so I need to ask intentions, because this is something very specific. Are you intending to try to get him out of the room?
Yes.
Roll me a deception. No. Are you lying? You're not. So roll me a persuasion. Attempt to roll me a persuasion, please.
I'm not lying. If he only has 20 minutes.
So roll me a persuasion, please.
Oh, motherfucker.
Okay, let me do something. I just want to advance dice roller.
Oh, shit.
Okay. So he would then. So I want you to imagine this. His legs are still facing Flipnork, but his upper torso turns around to look directly at you. Based on the elevation in your vocal tones, I feel like you are trying to persuade me to leave the room. Why?
Oh, because I was gonna whisper sweet nothings into Tox's ears so she could fall asleep.
You do not need to worry about me.
Shocking.
Oh, I do. No, it's uncomfortable for everyone here. But mostly you, Robot, because I don't live in a house with you.
Do you find it uncomfortable if you are trying to bromance your partner in a room with a toaster?
Yes.
Is that derogatory to himself?
I don't know, man.
It'd be derogatory if 17 was in there.
Do you romance all of your partners in rooms with no technology whatsoever? Should I ask the data links to remove themselves from the room as well?
Who programmed your personality?
I feel like he's a bastard.
With all due respect, Doc, I feel that you're not giving yourself enough credit.
What I am...
You're capable of speaking or thinking or, doing advanced medical procedures.
What I am trying to say is that in this room, I am in command.
Look at me! I am the captain now!
The door seals!
Right, because we're still prisoners here.
No, it is not because you are prisoners, it's because each and every one of you is in need of urgent medical care.
And
While
I
am
the law.
I may not do any harm or be allowed to cause harm to come to others through my inaction. Therefore, if I allow any of you to leave this room, you would possibly hurt yourself more. Therefore, I would have caused you harm through inaction.
Are we absolutely sure this motherfucker isn't sentient?
Well, we know for a fact that Caitlin wasn't able to telepathically communicate with it.
If I could ask, are you authorized to do procedures without consent?
Oh, fuck.
It depends on the level of the procedure. If the procedure is to save your life, I do not need your consent.
Good Samaritan.
Understandable. I'm just, wondering how much my word actually gets here.
Elena will croak out. Then if I say don't scan me, that means you won't look into my body.
That is a different matter.
Overruled.
AAF authorizations allow me to scan individuals who may have unique or worrying symptoms.
I have taken Elena's personal decision, but granted that it was a stupid-ass decision.
I have elected to ignore it.
Tox has asked me to not scan her brainwave patterns or to attempt to fix psychological problems. This I can do. She has asked me not to. It is not poignant to fix them at this point in time. It will not kill her if I do not fix them. It is also something that AAF Industries already know about. It is something that the Astro Alliance has on records. Your condition, however, of brainwave pattern is not on our records. We have not seen anything like it. Therefore, it could be a problem.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, big no.
Nothing worse than death.
Celibacy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it fixes your brain and you become celibate.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Elena's just like fully done with this machine, and she's gonna try to send to Ector. Can you get the robot? Can you get the robot? Can you get Dog to get me out of here?
You would notice that there is no response.
Motherfucker.
Stuck in here. We're locked in here with him.
He's commander in this room.
It's just her and him and me. No one else.
Now, Mr. Freya, could you please pull yourself away from your biological mate for 2 moments so I may look over your body and see what help you need?
I don't need any help.
This is incorrect.
Just fucking starts taking our weapons. This will make a fine addition to my collection.
This is incorrect. Looking over your body, I see that there are many abrasions, cuts, bruises, and broken bones.
Which bones are broken, sir?
Your femur, for a start.
Femur, that's in the leg.
Don't need that one.
Fur with an attempt to stand up perfectly straight, chest puffed, as if nothing is wrong.
Sir, your masculinity is not at fault here. I do not need you to try to be tough. This is about your medical health.
I will get medical help when Ector gets treated as well.
I have orders. Ezekiel Ector will achieve full medical help once they are done with the commander.
Then I will also get full medical help when he is done with the commanding.
The only way to leave the room is to hit the robot with enough logical paradoxes.
Sir,
Stubborn Freya, just get the help.
it is at this point that I will state that if you do not accept medical aid, I can provide you medical aid by force.
Freya looks down at Tox, gestures to maybe get his paws up.
You're gonna regret prayer. Just get the help.
You wouldn't want to do this, Freya. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do At Tox's request, how big is her puppy dog eyes? Is she?
Roll for Papa Dog Eyes.
I mean, Sure.
How cute
Roll persuasion? I get. Oh. Well, at the moment, one of the eyes is bloodshot from an internal bleed.
Fred just uses his other hand to pat her head and is just like, "You're cute like a bug."
Now let me put your eyes back in.
I don't know what that
pushes her eye back into itself. But he understands and he nods and is like, if you're asking me to do this, I can get it done, I guess.
There's no point in trying to help me if you can't help yourself.
I don't need no help. Prayer will step away from Tox.
It is okay.
Holy shit.
My bedside manager.png program suggested I say you are a good bear.
I will now scratch you behind the ears.
You bastard. Don't call me that.
Playnope.avi.
No!
So the doc looks you over for a few moments and starts to spray the spray over you to try to deal with some of your wounds that you're suffering, and some of the smaller wounds start to immediately patch themselves up. They then gesture over towards the bed and say, "It is, in my opinion, that you should lay down."
How about I just pull up a seat and let you do what you need to do?
No, that is not what I suggested.
I love that the robot stuttered.
He hops onto the end of the bed and he sits down.
The fucking saw blade lands on the ground next to you. That was a warning shot.
May I ask why you are exhibiting such symptoms of stubbornness when I am trying to medically aid you?
Because I'm focusing on something else right now. Prayer pouts.
Subject unresponsive. Deploy chloroform.
Oh no!
I see.
Unresponsive. Deploy anthrax.
Based on a sample pattern of your brainwaves, there is something going on. I am also programmed to be a therapist. Would you like to talk?
Not in front of people.
That is okay. We may do so privately later if you wish.
Sure, Doc.
It is okay. Everyone has thoughts like this.
You are a good man.
You joke, but that's the fucking next one I was gonna say.
At this point, Elena is just like, I need out of here. I need out of here. She's not saying it out loud, but everything, like her body language, her facial expressions, it's all, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah! Don't do it, I tried to warn you, Devin. I tried to say don't do it.
Why would you try to warn him? It's more fun to hear him scream.
I know, but still.
I didn't see it coming either way. Question. I know that I'm in enormous pain after the bone marrow fusion.
Yeah.
But like, did it increase my health?
No.
Did it make me physically better? Is
No.
it pain?
No, it's just pain.
Okay.
But your bones are denser now.
Yeah, exactly.
I have checked through case studies of your people, Freya, and it exhibits that some of you have problems with self-worth.
Maybe. Freya kind of like raises. Does the Rock like raise eyebrow?
It is okay. You are a person of worth, Freya.
It's this picture. It's this fucking picture.
You are a person of worth. I hear your kind sells very highly on the slave market.
That's a big link.
It works though.
Yeah, it works.
What?
Elena's still got the sending stone, and she's just gonna send those in the room. If he starts trying to talk to me about feelings, I might just self-implode.
We're all just laying down, and then all of a sudden the door opens and another doc comes in. All right, it is time to. Who is that? We all look. What? shoots needles out in all directions.
You are a person of worth. You matter, Freya.
Thank you. I mean, kind of weird being told this by a person I just met. Probably not the person I was hoping to hear that from.
Do not worry. We will learn to know each other over time.
Oh,
And then, perhaps, when I say that you are a person of worth, you may feel it better inside your heart.
At his words of we will get to know each other better, Elena's like,
Yeah. Knocking Freya. Freya's gonna get a handy in the back of the.
give me those robots.
Here's the thing. Can Elena take out what's in the body?
What do you mean? Wait, are you asking? Do you want to pull out the
Gently, not pull out, but gently remove.
Gently.
Roll me a slut. Wait, okay. First and foremost,
roll me a slut.
So first and foremost, are you trying to be stealthy about this? Are you trying to keep have Doc not see you doing this?
No, she's not trying to be stealthy.
Okay, roll me a sleight of hand.
Actually, gotta pull out the sheet. This should be fun.
Roll me a slut check, please.
I'm gonna use my inspiration to roll.
Go ahead. Okay, so you pull the first one out, and it really stings, and you see blood where you pulled it out. Yeah, slut checks. You pull the first one out, and it bleeds. It bleeds a little, and then you pull the second one out, and that's a lot more blood. Oh no, I'm bleeding a lot. Oh no, oh no, you fucked up.
You feeling inspired?
Can I see that? Can I see that, Helena?
Yes, because they didn't make an attempt to hide it, they didn't do a stealth check, everyone could see that Eleanor had pulled out some of the cables, and now they're just bleeding profusely from one of them.
I don't think that's supposed to happen.
Shut up.
Hey, Doc, Elena's bleeding.
The doctor will go all the way over towards you, and
you moved the token off the table, and I thought you fell off in space.
No, he ran off and ran back to talk.
So
trying to get away. Oh no, I don't have legs.
Doc makes their way all the way over to you, Eleanor, and immediately puts back in the lines and says, "Please do not attempt to do that again. Further attempt to do that, and I will restrain you. This is for your health."
How about I keep these in, and you leave me alone when I sleep? No
This-
scanning.
The table
I
has
believe-
handcuffs for a reason.
Based on scans of your brainwaves, you believe you can negotiate with me.
I don't want to know who this robot's programmer is.
But you lack the skill.
This is incorrect.
You will have to roll a perfect persuasion check. Yes, you heard me. I broke the fourth wall, bitch.
I'm going to assume that the separatists
No, this is beyond separatists.
Does this droid know a fear of death?
I don't think this droid knows any fear.
Here's the thing. I wouldn't be surprised if we looked up who the thing's creator was, and we see just one word: Kara.
Right.
What does this mean? Who is that? Who is Kara? Who is this Kara?
I just need an actual picture of Kara for the token.
Okay. So, are you attempting to fight Doc off, essentially?
I'm sorry, it's killing me. The idea of the first time I ever see Kara's face, real face, is in a token in a D&D game.
She's not gonna attempt to fight him off.
Okay, all right. So they've put the lines back in, and they've politely asked you to not do that again. Then they turn their attention towards Freya and march up to him.
I was not done berating you.
I was going to
Gently.
go back. I wasn't going to leave the room, Doc. You don't have to worry about that.
Please do remember that if you try to leave this room, I am allowed to restrain you.
I'm not going to leave the room, Doc. I'm not going. I'm not going to leave a person behind in here.
Would it make you feel better if I took Flipnork out of his bed and put him in the other bed? That way you can at least be closer to your mate.
That'd be funnier.
Mate?
I'm all right moving. It's okay.
There's a lot of assumptions.
So Doc tries to go over and goes to try to pick you up, Flipnork, and you say that you're okay to move, and he just moves his hands back.
Wait,
It has...
He's like waiting for me to go on my own.
Yeah, because he was going to try to pick you up.
I'm a little afraid of you picking me up, though, but I'm gonna... Oh, okay.
You walk over.
That hurts a little more than I... Oh, shit. Okay. No, I'm fine. I didn't know the knee bent like that.
Last time I've seen something so inverted, I was looking in the mirror.
Now, Freya, the bed is unoccupied. You may sit there.
Is it still warm after Flipnork?
It 100% is still warm. A little wet.
Yeah, it'd be a little wet because all the juices that flew out when I was poked with various needles.
Yeah, it's the needles that cause the wetness.
Oh, yeah. There's also when I peed on it, but that's besides the point.
Flipnork gets stabbed by all those needles, and he just whispers into Doc's ear saying, I think I peed a little.
No, I thought you were going to say he whispers, joke's on you, I'm into this.
He whispers, Doc, I shitted and farted.
Flipnork sharts. He's the great white shark. He's the hammerhead shark.
I shitted and farted all over.
Oh, God damn it.
I will allow you a moment to rest while I inquire about the presence of 17 and why they have not come in here for maintenance.
Do you think I want to come into
get,
this mess?
You think you can escape?
You know what I should have? You know what I should have done? I didn't. I should have just had the fucking Terminator theme in this for whenever Doc tries to get someone to go in medbay.
Dun dun dun
Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Anyway.
Fred would look at Tox after Doc leaves the room and was like, I'm sorry, he refers to you as my mate.
It's just a big assumption.
Yeah.
But I don't not like it.
Aleda's just gonna send a Flipnork. They could have at least put us in another room.
You know, I was thinking there's only 4 beds, but there's 5 of us on the team. Seems like an oversight to me.
It would be an oversight. It would be an oversight if there wasn't fucking medical stations for the robot.
Yeah, I was gonna point that out.
Oh yeah, oh that's what those are. Okay.
Get fucked.
But yeah, she's gonna send Freya. You wanna get me out of here?
What? Like?
Not you. You're not Freya.
Oh, sorry. You did
after that interaction with Tox, Fred just kind of nods and we'll walk. Fred doesn't know what to do with his life right now. He goes and he'll go and pick up. Is she like, so the things hooking into Elena?
Yes.
Are they like the ones in like in hospitals that you could walk with? Or is
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's why she thought she could just rip them out, because she only sees them being ripped out in movies and nothing happening.
Yeah.
Whereas if you do that in real life, you fucking bleed yourself to death.
Yeah.
Hey, she didn't rip. She gently pulled.
No, you ripped. You rode so low, you ripped.
Yeah.
Fur will help her. Where's her wheelchair?
So she's. I would say that she's like still sat in her wheelchair, not lying down on the bed, but like next to the bed.
Oh wait, I am.
Yeah, because you're in your wheelchair.
Fur
yeah,
walks over and says, "Why the fuck do you need me to get you out of here? You just roll yourself out."
I never stated to you that you were taken out of the wheelchair.
I know, but she's gonna say, because my arms aren't exactly working due to the damage.
Fur will press the go button on auto, put the chair on autopilot.
Just
do you do that?
Yeah.
This
no.
episode-
She's gonna said, take me to my room.
Fur
So-
will-
So if you put it on auto, it would have actually just... I'd rolled a random direction die, she would have went backwards.
he'll grab the back of the wheelchair and wheel Elena out.
Okay. Right, as this is happening,
This
Doc
episode is now titled Doc's Dungeon.
goes up to 17's door and knocks on it very loudly.
That was more than anything done just before.
Yeah.
Just as Doc is knocking on it, the door opens as I was literally about to be walking out of it.
17-386, you are required in the medical bay so that I may perform repairs and prep you for Taki.
Tucky?
Yeah, Taki. Taki Mori, the character.
Oh, duh.
Are you
What did you
stupid?
think I would say?
Like tuck her into bed. That's what
No.
I thought.
No.
What?
I don't talk like a fucking little sub, okay? Anyway, so,
I mean, you said Freer was a good pair.
he was a good bear, though. Yes.
She's fucking stupid.
I am.
Kaylin, do you need Kara to give you a tucky?
Kara's making the last tucky I ever had.
Okay, so Doc has asked you by full serial number to attend the medical bay so that you can be repaired and that Taki can come and see you.
Okay, let's go.
I was looking at the name
Freya,
of Freyr's room, and it says Freyr Bear Room, and I was trying to figure out what the other text said because it's like blending in. And I was like, oh, sure, his last name is Bear Room.
Alright, so the door opens and Doc is standing in there.
Fur just jumps in the bed and makes it look
Yeah, like you said.
Eleanor, please return to your bed.
Eleanor's just spinning in a circle in the wheelchair.
Freya's just like, we tried to stop her, Doc, but we were listening.
Elena's sending to Freer. You traitor. You are not a good bear.
I kept telling her to just sit put.
Thanks,
I am
Fur.
sitting put.
I guess that's true.
Elena, if you are unable to remain, I will restrain you.
Have you ever tried to restrain an octopus, sir? They quite literally can fit through anything.
She's gonna send to Freya. Could you take me back to my table?
In answer to your question, Freya, I have restrained many elephants.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
For
I have
business or for
100
pleasure?
both.
I will say, as he says illithid, Elena gets just this kind of pissed off look on her face.
I prefer the term squid person.
Are you trying to hide that at all?
No.
I have merely stated the race origin of your species with its official name. I have specifically not used the slang or derogatory terms for your people.
She's just gonna glare more and just not say
Spit
anything.
on him.
Hex has been waiting to
No.
use this character since the start of the campaign.
Yeah.
Hey, Doc's a fun character.
Fur grabs Elena and kind of just whispers in her ear, like, "Yeah, I'm feeling the mode too."
Feeling the mode.
The mode.
Not the Aster.
Oh, it's not very crash.
That's not very You will wheel her to the other side of the bed this time. and then Freya will look over at Senior Doc and say, hey, Doc, do you want me to put her on the table so that she can't get down?
You need not worry
Hold
about
on.
that.
I want to say, Elena's just going to slap him over the head with one of her tentacles.
Just give him a little slap, yeah.
Yeah, slurp.
Makes a pleasant squishy noise.
It does. You get stuck a moment and you just have to pull it off a second.
Now that we're all in the room, the bulkhead slams on the door.
Like a squeaky toy.
Freya, you do not need to worry about whether or not she is in her wheelchair or on the bed. At that moment, you notice that Eleanor's wheelchair moves on its own over towards the bed as the bed starts to collapse, folding in on itself to make way for her wheelchair.
Just dumps her in.
As I have told you,
Flips.
everything in this room I am in command of. That includes your wheelchair.
Oh boy.
You are in my world now.
Motherfucker.
Bold of you to assume that that Doc, a robot, didn't have the potential to hack your device and prevent it from moving or to move it on their own.
Yeah.
Elena
is very displeased.
I have decided to seize control of 17's rockets. You will now die.
I wish I had rockets.
17-386. Please present yourself to the repair section.
Can Fred try and sneak out the room while he's focusing on them?
Roll me a stealth check. Roll me a stealth check.
What's disadvantage on this because I am injured?
Yeah.
You've exhausted.
Yeah, you all have exhaustion.
Oh, the crit!
The crit would have worked. The other one didn't. Let's have a look, see if he notices you.
Not one, please.
Oh no, he notices you.
Oh, I see you, bitch.
You are not being a good bear, Freya.
Oh, no.
I was just getting food for everyone else because I seem to be in the best condition to move.
You do not need to worry about providing food. If you would all look, each and every one of you has a line in you supplying you with succulents.
But what if I want, like, cheese sticks? What if I'm sad and need comfort food, Doc?
If you want cheese sticks, Freya, all you need to do is ask for cheese sticks.
I would like fried cheese sticks, please.
I will provide you with fried cheese sticks when 17 takes their place in the repair bay.
Thanks, Doc.
I step into the repair bay.
Hey Doc, do you need me awake for anything, or am I good
Can
to
I
rest?
also have some cheese sticks?
I can supply you with something to help you sleep if you require it, Doc.
I'll let you know if I do.
I want cheese sticks too.
I will supply you with cheese sticks, Mr. Flipnor.
I will supply you with cheese sticks that'll help you sleep.
Forever.
Dick, that sounds vaguely dirty, Doc. I need you to not.
Nice.
You will not wake up.
So, 17, the moment you step in the repair bay, it kind of mechanical arms detract themselves from the repair bay and begin to kind of take the bolts out of some of your armor panels so that they can actually get to some of your damaged circuits and begin to repair you.
No, disassemble.
No, not disassemble. They're just taking parts of you off. Right. The Doc then leaves the room to go and get the breadsticks and to get Ezekiel. So
Is this when we hatch our plan for escape?
if there's anything you want to do, if you want to hatch a plan, now's the time to do it.
Flipwork's just gonna sit there. I want those
We're just-
cheese sticks.
Where just pulls his knees up on the end of the bed and he's just like sits there and just puts his arms around his knees.
Wait, Elena's gonna send to everyone there. Can we lock Doc out?
But what
How are we gonna get our cheese sticks then?
What about my cheese sticks?
Fuck your cheese sticks.
I'm just gonna lay back and close my eyes.
And pray for death.
Fucking toxic. Y'all hear something? I don't hear nothing.
Oh.
Yeah, like I said, Freyr just has his. Freyr's just sitting on the edge of the bed with his knees to his chest, just like sitting there, just. Freyr just needs some cheese sticks.
He's just banging his hands against the fucking bed like a child excited for their meal.
Doc is just dragging Ector up.
Sticks. What is this pentagram being drawn?
That's not a.
That's not a pentagram. Yeah.
It's not a
Of
pentagram.
course it's not. That was not the point.
Anyway, so if there is nothing, you wait
There you
Yeah,
patiently.
that's a pentagram. Yeah.
There you go.
You wait patiently for a few minutes, and then eventually you hear that the door opens, and sure enough, in comes Doc with Ector and a tray of fried breadsticks. He goes over towards Freya first and says, "You asked for nourishment, and I have supplied it to you."
Thanks, Doc. He'll take his plate of nourishment.
Doc then makes his way up to Flipnork and provides a separate plate of breadsticks.
Thanks, Doctor.
How many breadsticks are on my plate, however?
I will tell you in 2 seconds.
You mean
Yay!
19!
Okay, good. Freyr will eat 9 of them.
Why does it smell like NyQuil?
And Flipnork, yours has 12.
That's fine. I wasn't as hungry. Roll for cheese sticks.
I did roll for cheese sticks. I rolled a d20 and Freya got 19.
God forbid one of you get one cheese stick.
That'd have been hilarious. If I had nat 1, it was going to be a big cheese stick. Just one big one.
Yeah.
One giant
A cheese log at that.
A cheese log. Yeah.
It's from one end of the room to the other, or both just taking one end.
Phrasing.
Freyr does eat only 9 cheese sticks because it's an odd number and leaves more for when, and we can assume he'll leave that for when Tox wakes up.
Is Tox asleep?
Yeah, she said
Yeah.
she's going to bed.
Okay.
She closed her eyes, but she's not asleep. She's pretending to be asleep.
Freyr thinks she's asleep, so he's just gonna put the cheese sticks on the side, and just sits there.
Freyr thinks every time Tox just blinks, it's a mini nap.
That's why he says good night every time, and then says good morning.
Passage of time is mysterious.
So Doc sets himself up next to one of the holograms and seems to stand there with eyes just watching over all of you. Ector has joined. Ector joins the group and stands kind of to the head of it. You can see that there are still some sparks coming off of their left arm. Everybody roll me a perception check.
Ah, I'm good at these.
No, you're not.
Oh, yeah, you're not.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They gotta be.
Yeah, everyone's at disadvantage. Roll again to see if you get worse. So, okay, so that's good, because 17 would notice. So roll again, Devon, because you're at disadvantage, because you all have a point of exhaustion.
Got it.
Okay, so the only one that notices is 17. 17, you notice that the left arm obviously is doing what it's doing. You know that they have a robotic left arm. You know that it took some damage. It was repaired for the moment by a crit roll, but it was not a permanent repair, essentially. You would also note that there seems to be similar sparks and jutterings coming from both of Ezekiel's legs, but only from below the knee. This is what you have noticed, but others haven't. They will then address all of you. I see that you're all getting some medical attention. That's good. I asked Tucky to try and obtain us a medical droid to try to deal with the worst of our wounds. I have a bad feeling that we're going to need Doc's help, so I've requisitioned them to remain at this base for the foreseeable future.
No.
There would look at Hector and say, Hector, would you like my bed? I'm not really using it.
No, I'll be fine for now. Thank you. Doc will see me after I've spoken to you all.
You'll just hear screaming coming from here later.
I have news based on what's happened. I've had a meeting with my commander, and well, at the end of the next hour, AAF are going to officially take this case, and everything to do with it will be transferred over to us. The High Command of the Astral Empire had a vote while we were on our way here and decided that this matter should be handled by the AAF, and more than that, they have decided that an attack such as this on a government body, be it a industry, is enough for an open declaration of war. As of 1 hour from now, when it will be officially announced, Tzion and all of its states, as well as any partnership member of the Astral Armed Forces, is officially at war with this as of yet unknown terrorist organization. They are considering the attack on Building 43 as one of terrorism.
That's heavy, dog.
As of right now, the loss count of individual lives taken in Building 43 has risen to 1,206. I don't know about any of you, but this is the first time in my lifetime that the Astral Armed Forces have actually been pulled into a conflict or a time where the Astral Alliance has actually declared a state of war.
Has whoever is behind this made any demands for the hostage that they took?
Ezekiel shakes their head. As of right now, we know nothing about them except for what we actually saw in that building. They have made no attempt for demands. They have made no attempt to call out to say that this was their work. In fact, the exact opposite. Several known crime organizations have specifically spoken out to members of the AAF and the Astral Alliance to state that they were not responsible. As of right now, our commanders have asked that we put our other investigation on hold and that we prepare for what is essentially going to be a full-on war against this unknown force.
Is it possible that we could track how the bots were hacked back to a source?
We are attempting to do this at the moment. Taki has already began doing it when I informed her on the ride over about the current predicament. I'm attempting to at least finish gathering what information I can from before on our first mission. We still have these specimen samples, and I know that Taki wanted to speak to us about them, but we got brought into everything that we had. I'm going to at least hear her out on her findings, and from there we will choose to close the case, or at least adjourn it until the state of war has been taken off. You're of course allowed to say what you feel on this matter.
Shit. That sucks.
Or just kind of sinks his head lower into his knees.
He
How
nibbles on a cheese stick.
Oh no, Fred doesn't have any cheese sticks.
No, flip door.
how will we be playing a part in this going forward?
As of right now, we're the only unit that actually had first-hand experience with what they're deeming as the terrorist threat, so we will essentially be speaking to as many people as we can to provide this information to them. Any black ops force like ourselves essentially will be used as the tip of the spear on this one. If they get any information on where these people may be hiding, where their base may be, expect us to be the first ones put into the fray. I know none of you signed up expecting a war to suddenly appear out of nowhere. I certainly didn't join this unit thinking that that would happen.
No, I don't believe any of us expected it to be this quickly.
For a matter of transparency, I'm going to bring Taki into here to tell me her findings. We will make a decision as a group what we're going to do. You've all earned at the very least that much from what happened in that building. And steps back and kind of leans against the second repair set behind him. Welcome to war, motherfuckers!
Yeah, Devin.
You thought this episode was all funny, Robot Man go brr, but really it was you're in the army now. Anyway, so drafted essentially. If any of you had chosen to do a perception check around at the very beginning when you entered the room, that's what the AAF members are watching. They're watching a holographic newsreel dictating that the members of the high-up command of the Astral Alliance were currently in debate of whether or not to declare a state of war. And Ezekiel has spoken to their commander when they went off into their room. That was because their commander was in there. And they were informing Ezekiel that the decision's actually already been made, but it hasn't been publicized yet. But all Black Op units like yourself were being informed of the choice prior to it becoming public news. After a few moments, your other elven friend, Takimori, comes into the room and gives like a slight wave. Well, I guess you've all met Doc now. He's one of our finest medical droids, so do treat him nicely. We only have like 100 of them.
He's been nice to me.
He gave me cheese sticks.
He gave me cheese sticks. I like them.
I'm gonna let
Elena ain't gonna say shit.
What was that, Tox?
I'm gonna let out a mock snore.
Kurt turns his head towards her and then puts his head back into his knees.
Right, well, I guess all yeah will be wanting to know what I found from all those little gifts that you gave me from that warehouse. I'm glad you're all sitting down, because this is about to get really weird. Right, so...
I'm not actually sitting down, as you can see, but...
Well, I mean, you don't...
Just a hand on the table.
You don't really need to sit down. You know, you're an Iron Forge. You could stand up all day and not feel it. So, you know what, I'm not, I was talking about the people that do need to sit down.
Oh,
Damn.
Yeah. The weaker ones.
Exactly. The people that aren't made of literally magical iron. Anyway.
People matter.
So, I decrypted some of those messages that you stole from their computers, and... Well, here's the strange thing. It's in a language I don't fucking know. And a language that none of our computers know either, for that matter. And that is a strange thing in on itself. I could take more time to try and decrypt it, see if I can at least get a base idea of what the language is, or work out how some of it can be translated into one of our languages, but that's going to take time, and well, if Hector has already told you what I already know, you may not have that time. But the thing that is the strangest, I'll skip to that part. You notice that she's holding a data pad and just scrolling through slides. You, well, one of our ghost operatives took the body, or at least a chunk of one of the bodies that you found, and we compared it with some of your findings that we managed to scrape through of those tubes that were containing people, the stasis tubes that you found. Well, here's the strange thing. The DNA is exactly the same on the person in the tube as it was in the person that you killed. So that was essentially the same person, but not, if you get what I'm seeing.
Like a clone?
No, see, that's the thing. At first, I thought it was that. I thought they were clones. But then, if you actually go closer into their DNA structure, there's a slight change in it. It's almost impossible to see at first, but then the more you go into it, it's different. So the DNA is exactly the same, except one tiny part that's different. So they're not clones, but they're almost perfect copies. I ran some of those wallets that you found, and some of those IDs. It's strange, because all of these people are just normal people. They're registered as having jobs, they're registered as having bank accounts, they're registered as having families. They're registered as doing everything normal. The only difference is that one of them was registered as missing 2 days ago. So you found a bunch of people who are almost perfectly the same as people in tubes, and who seem to be living their lives normally, except one that went missing for 2 days.
Well, that's a lot.
Yeah, it stumped me. Like, I have no clue what to make of this. This is either some strange attempt at cloning that's not cloning. Like, you mentioned that these people were hostile and tried to kill you, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's nothing in these people's records that would indicate that. No medical training, no armed training, no licenses for weapons, nothing.
Did they speak a funky language and say a word? Say 2 words?
What do you mean?
Oh, just a lot of the guys that we killed and the one that killed himself said something like Serpentis Superior or something like that.
Ector looks at you. Yeah, it was Serpentis Imperator. I don't understand what that means. Well, I mean, there's nothing on their records of any kind of cult activity, or hell, most of them don't even have the same religion.
Out of curiosity, were you able to tell what the differences were between the ones in the tubes and the other bodies were?
There's a
Like you
strange...
say that they're nearly identical except for the minor difference. Like, what is the difference?
There's a part of their DNA structure that is completely different. It's not something that I've seen before.
Are the ones in the tubes, are they normal?
Yes, the ones in the tubes, they're the ones that have the normal DNA structure, no deviances. But the ones that you killed, there's a slight deviance in them from baseline whatever they were. From a baseline elf, from a baseline manaborn, from a baseline forgeborn. But what I do know is that our ghost operatives have stated that they managed to get these pieces and left, and then when they've went back, they're not there anymore.
So maybe
Kara?
Yeah, I don't know if Kara cut out or if they meant to be a dramatic
Okay.
pause. I was like,
I don't
oh.
know what's happened.
Oh.
Get back to us. We love you.
Kara? Oh, they may have been doing something, I guess, maybe? Because they stopped, like, mid-sentence.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should wait, or...
I don't, probably. Hold on.
Can I message on Discord?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll maybe just message them and just... Oh, wait, hold on, I heard a boop.
I go now.
Yeah, Kara, you cut out. I don't know if you...
Okay, I refreshed. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, you were about to say something. Like, it started with maybe and then you cut out.
I had said that maybe the genetic defects are what they create in order to be a host for whatever creature it is that we found in their neck, because a normal being can't host it. So they created this means of cloning in order to foster their race, because they have no other means.
I mean, maybe. I'm not entirely sure, but, like, what we're talking about is unprecedented. I've not seen any trace of this language. I've not seen any trace of this strange DNA. It's not something that's in our systems. And this is the Astral Alliance system. This is the AAF. This is all the gathered knowledge of all the races that we know. And this is not coming up on anything.
I dislike pointing fingers, but I mean, it does somewhat harken back to Elenia's race. I mean, it does have those similarities. Not that I'm saying her race is behind it, but it does sound like a variation of it. We could perhaps look in that direction because of how similar they are.
I mean, I could reach out to try to talk to some of the Illithid agencies, see if they could maybe provide some kind of knowledge on this. They usually don't like talking to others, especially on something like this, but I can try and reach out if the team wants me to, and if Hector is okay with it. I just, I know...
I would imagine not wanting to talk about kidnapping countless races over countless eons and forcing their offspring onto them is something that they willingly want to continue talking about if they are maintaining an alliance. But it's honestly the only realistic lead we have due to the similarities.
At this point, Doc pipes up. Yes, it is noted that the psychological behavior of Illithids dictates that they do not wish to talk about their enslavement of other races, particularly races like Freyas, or Flipnorks, or Toxes.
Fred digs his nails into his knees.
Talks grimaces, but remains with her eyes closed.
Elena's gonna croak out. long as you leave me out of it, I'm fine.
Can I roll a perception to see if Tox is actually asleep or?
I mean, Tox, are you attempting to hide the fact that you're not really asleep, or are you like okay with people?
Yeah.
Okay, roll me. If you're hiding it, roll me a stealth check.
Yeah, Hex is
That one.
talking, Devin.
Yeah, I can't hear him either.
I
so
can hear Devin.
yeah, I
I
can't
hear
hear Devin.
Devin.
I'll reconnect. Hold on.
I can hear Devin just
I've reconnected. Right, so they need to be at disadvantage because you do all still have a point of
Oh
exhaustion.
yeah, that's right.
You're right.
Yay.
Bam.
Damn.
Oh,
So yes, actually,
Wait. Hold on. Hex talk.
I'm talking right now.
Can you hear him, Devin?
I can't hear Devin.
Refresh.
I can't hear Devin. Right, so
Try it again.
I am talking right now. I can't hear Devin though.
No, I meant Devin refreshing. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Bye, Devin.
Hi, Devin.
Oh my God, Yaxper suddenly appeared.
In space.
Yeah, why is Jack's big?
Hello.
Okay, I hear you now. I hear you.
That was very strange.
That was very. Roll20's
there were
being
a
very
lot of-
weird.
There were a lot of moments of silence that I thought people were just like taking their time.
Roll20's being a bit weird tonight.
Was there a lot of plot in there that I was?
No, I'll go over it if need be. But so like basically, Tox, you are trying to hide, but you kind of hide not greatly. And 17, you are able 100% to notice with a disadvantaged 18 that Tox is in fact awake.
Okay.
But
don't actually say
pretending.
anything about it.
I mean, like I said, I'll reach out to him if that's what you want. Just bear in mind that at the moment, what with news and all that, it might be a wee bit harder for me to get information if people are trying to focus on something as big as that.
It could be of use. I mean, we're obviously not blaming them because this does not seem like they're doing, obviously, because whatever it was that we found, the way that the people were acting was very non-illithid in nature, but as long as they've been around, they might know something we don't.
No, that's true. It's worth it. I'm just saying that if people are trying to use resources to try to work out who this terrorist organization is, my request may be put to the bottom of the pile, is what I'm saying. If it doesn't have any involvement in what we're supposed to be doing in that sense, people might overlook it. But I'll do my best. I'll try and get in contact and see what I can do. Yeah.
Elena will croak out again. Does anybody have any illithid ties?
I mean, you're an elephant.
I'm tied to you.
Shock! I'm an elephant. Look that. Oh!
When she said
Chewing a cheese stick points back to Elena.
when she says that, Elena's just gonna glare.
I mean, you said, does anyone here have ties to elephants? You're a literal elephant. What did you expect me to say?
One across the room right now. It's right there.
Other
It
elephants.
doesn't have legs.
Like I said.
Are you talking out loud or are you just in minds?
No, she's talking out loud. She's
talking
croaking
out
it.
loud.
Yeah.
She's
Okay.
croaking it, yeah.
I just realized something. Elena is the bumblebee of this group.
Oh, fuck.
Whether you're an other illithid or an illithid, you're still an illithid.
No, she meant, do we know any other elephants other than her?
Said the word so many times, it's starting to lose meaning for me.
Like I said, I'll reach out to the people that I know and I'll see what they can do. But for now, all of you, rest up. We're gonna need you if things go as bad as people think they're gonna go. So just try to get better. Leave me to find out some kind of lead. And just as a warning, Don't piss off Doc.
I do bring up to Taki that I still need that system defrag.
Yeah. Don't worry. I've still got it on my list of things to do. I just it's dangerous to do a full defrag while you're this damaged. If you just take your time, get your full repairs done. I'll come in sometimes and see if I can't aid in the repairs. Doc should be able to do it himself, but I'll do what I can to improve it, or at least speed up the results. And then once that's done, we'll set about doing the defrag. I'm just it may take back of the queue at the moment, but with the fact we're at war, the fact that every one of our Black Ops teams need to be as able to be in the field as possible.
Okay.
But just don't worry about it for now. Just it's on the list. It's not going off the list until it's done. All right.
Mhm.
She gives you all a nod and buys out. So that's where we're up to at the moment. We know for a fact that you are now under the supervision of Doc, who is will make you better, even if it's by force.
I'm really scared of don't make him mad.
Yeah, don't make mad.
Like
Don't
he's
make
gonna
him
do
mad.
a fatality if we do.
You also know the big news story wise, other than Doc, is that after the attack on Building 43, there have been 1,202 casualties, and it's been so badly deemed that the governing body of the Astral Empire convened and have put the AAF in charge of dealing with the threat, but they have set the Astral Alliance's current situation to war. So they consider that they are now at war with whatever organization has set up this. You also know that there's been some findings from what you found in the warehouse, mainly that all the information that you decoded is in a strange language that none of the AAF computers seems to know. They're going to try to decrypt it in the simplest ways they can to try and at least work out a basic language system. You did remind Taki that they did say that the one phrase that the group seemed to have remembered was that the individuals specifically said Serpenus Imperator, and that that may be a link. You've also found out that those people in the tubes were almost down to the DNA the exact same as the people that you fought. The only difference is that there's a slight deviation in the DNA, but other than that, they looked exactly alike. They would have sounded the exact alike from a biological point of view. And doing background checks on the wallets and information that you found, none of the individuals seemed particularly suspicious. They all seemed to be like normal people, had jobs, had families, had mortgages, had bank accounts. None of them seemed to have any specific armament training or licenses to own weapons. So it seemed strange that those people were so hostile towards you. And very specifically, when the ghost operatives went back to try to gain more evidence, everything was gone. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we are.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sorry about that.
That's all right. I planned this to be a session just to kind of give you guys that kind of info dump, to have your characters meet Doc and to do any kind of role play that you guys wanted to do. So if you wanted to do any more role play stuff, we can do that now. If everyone's happy with leaving it there, we will end there. You guys are going. Transmission failure. Apologies. A hardware malfunction in my equipment has caused the ability to record the rest of the events to be null and void. I can, however, inform you of the events that took place. Asset Eleanor has opened up to the unit about the items considered redacted from her file, mainly the consciousness experiments her parents performed that led to her mind surviving following the incubation. It is at this point that the group seemed to back her up, and I am sad to say, but not surprised, that Asset Ector broke protocol and informed them of the internal discussions of Eleanor's consciousness, mainly the possibility that the illithid that absorbed her body and her memories believes that it is in fact her. She is sure that her consciousness is her own and not that of the illithid thinking that it is her. Talks in the group, especially Freya, seem to back up the fact that whichever outcome, Eleanor was still herself, and that they were still their friends. It seems Unit 11037's bonds of brotherhood have started to form thanks to their near-death experience during the last mission. This seemed to continue when Asset Freya decided to open up to Asset Tox about internal feelings, mainly over his belief of himself being a tool and only to be used. After the events of Building 43's attack, he seems to have uncovered deeply hidden feelings towards her. She scolded him for his words and his actions, but also seemed to open up to the possibility that she has similar emotional feelings for him. Sadly, I am in need of medical and mechanical assistance. Following my own run-ins at Building 43, I have sustained serious damage. Once I have healed, I will resume my surveillance on the unit. I will, however, recommend investigations and disciplinary procedures be followed for Ector's breaking of protocol. Are we sure he isn't becoming a problem? We don't want another incident like before. For now, I will leave my opinions as that. Opinions. Signing off, Ghost Operator 39-171.